Hello, my little draconic wolfkins. If you guys like what you see and hear, please like and subscribe and turn on that bell to get notified. And if you guys want to send me your own horror stories, my email is in the link in the description below. Alright, let's get into it. I'm originally from Croatia, but before my parents split up, they moved to Australia. Gold Coast, which is like Las Vegas or Miami for you Americans. I live in a quiet area. I'm 15 male and my mate is 14 male. And for this story, I'm going to be using me and my mate's tagging names. Like an alias or a nickname, I guess, I believe. Tom. Tom asked me if I want to go eat something, then go tagging, since there isn't much to do in the suburb we live in, and most families wouldn't be out due to it being Christmas night. Fair, I wouldn't want to be out on Christmas night. There is a small plaza or shopping center with a 7-Eleven, a tavern slash pub, or a bar slash club, I guess, and a KFC with a long park between the plaza and the houses. Me and my mate walked up the footpath and walked to the first playground to tag it. At the end of the playground, there's a road splitting the park into two. We went back to the plaza, grabbed some drinks, but found it was closed due to being Christmas night. Yeah. And closing early, Atom pointed to the underground car park, saying, I've come down here. I bet we can do something down there. We went down there and we could see that there were two other teens, both looking a bit sketchy. They walked over to us and started having a conversation with me and Atom. Have never seen them before, but they were just asking about us, both saying, I swear I've seen you tagging and walking around here before. Uh, okay, that's weird. Me and Atom lied and said we live in the next suburb over. Eventually, they pulled out the devil's lettuce. Or, oh no. Oh god, not that. And a bong. So me and Atom decided to get the, the hell out before shit got out of hand. Now the sun just started to set. Me and Atom went around to the other side of the plaza on the other street to get to the park we were at earlier. Good choice. Now this is where shit started to kick off, right where the road splits the park into two. Next to the playground, a car pulled over with its highlight headlights on. Just shitting, just sitting in front of the playground, me and Atom stopped and discussed what was going on. The person was just sitting in the car, turned its headlights off, so me and Atom decided to leave. We walked on the footpath through the long ass park, past the playground, but after 30 seconds, we heard a car door slam and heard a middle aged man yell, Oi! Get back here! By the way, me and Anton didn't do any tagging yet, so there was no logical reason for him to yell and chase us. Me and Anton took off running. The footpath has houses on the right side and grass field on the other side, then houses on the far side of the field with zero lights for us to see, but on the right side where the houses are, there were walkways for the other streets to get to the park. As me and Anton ran, Guy still a good 50 meters behind. We see a dude in all black peeking out from one of the side, enters wearing a red hair clown mask, yelling, "I've got them." Anton and I had no other option than to run through the field, so we took off towards down the field, but the grass was long, nearly impossible to run in, so we ran back to the footpath, running through trees. In the process, we finally made it out of the park, back onto the main road, which is normally busy, but Christmas night, not a single soul was out. We looked back and couldn't see the two men, but we hurried back to the 7-Eleven. Good choice, good choice. The only thing open to catch our breath. I don't know why, but for some stupid reason, we didn't want to call the cops in case they looked through our bags and saw the spray and paint and the paint pens. Anton decided to walk back to his house, which wasn't far, and I decided to call my dad, but he was at his friend's house party and wouldn't be back home till late. Our Boxing Day, since Atom was home alone, I went to Adam's to stay. At around 12:10 a.m., for whatever reason, Anton asked if I wanted to go stay at my house since my house is bigger and has cameras and a doorbell. Oh, and a ring doorbell. Yeah. I mean, that would be smart and was safer. I said, dude, we are already here and my house is like 10 minutes away. It's stupid. Anton said, Isaac, dude, remember the two teens we saw behind the plaza? Do you think it was them? I don't know, Anton, but why go to my house if we are? I got cut off by the sound of Anton's loud ass fence door opening as we knew somebody was now in the backyard, and I heard a loud knocking on the windows. Anton reached for his phone only to realize it's dead. I was about to call 000, which is 911 for here in the States, when I heard one of them say, "You sure this was the house? It looks empty, like no one home. Some would have come to us by now. Let's just head and check later," as I heard footsteps from outside. My GF Leah called me on Snap. My heart sunk to the bottom of my chest before I heard one of them yell, "Someone's home," before we heard a screen door get kicked in, and me and Anton realized it's basically too late to call the cops. Ran out of the front door, hearing yelling behind us, and me and Anton didn't stop until we made it back to mine, calling the cops and telling them what happened. I called Leah and told her what happened. Her mom came to pick us both up the next day, and me and Anton got a call and an update on what happened. Someone had definitely broken in and left a backpack which had a homemade bong and a bunch of knives in it, ranging from cutting knives, oh no, to pocket knives and box cutters to clear our heads. Me and Anton walked back to the park this started at last night to see if anything happened to it, and we saw the same clown mask the dude was wearing when he chased us. I'll attach a pic of it. I'm sorry for the really long story. This is my first Reddit post, and I had to get this off my chest. If someone did read this, thank you and stay safe out there. Even the most safest suburbs are still dangerous.